We are all excited to see a new trailer for State of Decay 3. In this video, we're going to dive in and analyze the two main trailers for the game. But before we do, I have over 1,000 State of Decay 2 videos, all types of tips and tricks and challenges, including beating the lethal zone with only a knife. It's a highly interactive and very positive channel, so make sure you are subscribed. And I'll keep you posted on all things State of Decay. We also have a great Discord community. If you want to meet and game with tons of positive people, click the link below. Now let's dive into the analysis. Okay, and we have this scene from the first trailer. And at first glance, it looked like it may be a solo type of experience. We see empty cans as if she's been looting, and she's crafting bolts. So we were wondering, is this going to be a looting and crafting solo type of game? We now know that it's going to be a 4-player co-op, at least have that option similar to State of Decay 2. However, the rumors are that it's not just going to be in one person's world where you join your friend's community, their world, you help them, but it's on a persistent map so that I can game for a while with my friends, I have to log off, they can log in and keep working in the same world. So that's something that's a little bit different, but much the same. We know it's not going to be strictly a solo. We saw in the first trailer, wildlife, wolves, and crazy zombie deers. That was not in the second trailer though, so I don't know what to think of that. I'm not sure. Are there going to be wolves? Are there going to be wildlife? Is there going to be a hunting element? Are they just threats like the zombies are threats and ferals and juggernauts? Are there going to be wolves and zombie animals? I personally hope so. She's tracking an animal. And we also see that it's winter. In the next one, in the next trailer, it's not a snow biome, it's not freezing cold, it looks much like what we saw in State of Decay 2. So that leads us to believe one of three things. One, they're just trailers to get us hooked into the game, and it really isn't anything to do with the game at all. Or there's two different maps. One's a winter map, and one's a more traditional map. Or it's one map with different biomes in it. That could be as well, where you're up on a mountain and it's snowy, you go down into the valleys and it's not. That, I think, would be the coolest of the three. What do you think? Let me know what you think. Now, here we go with the next trailer. And that trinket right there is very, very interesting to me. They seem to put a lot of emphasis on it, and my friend Gior, aka Phil, aka Battlelord Omega, aka Man of Many Aliases, he had the idea maybe there's like a trinket system where when someone dies, you get a part of their trinket on your home screen or your community screen. I think that would be really, really cool. We also see this cool weapon going out. Some of the mechanics in fighting look similar, some of them look better, and the game's looking good as a whole. The overall look is absolutely amazing in my opinion. Now, I'm an overwhelmingly positive person. Even that logo right there looks really, really cool. I would wear that t-shirt. Now, if you see there's some plague cloud there in the trees, that looks pretty ominous. So we're in a forest, just like we were in a forest in the first trailer. However, there's not snow in this one. So are there different biomes? That would be amazing, in my opinion. Again, we're seeing multiplayer. We're going to know that that's a thing. Hitting cars. Hitting zombies with the doors of cars is going to be a thing. I know a lot of people who said that's why they started playing the game. They saw that and they said, this is for me. Are there going to be relationships? Survivors tied to one another and consequences if one of them dies? There was a lot of hinting towards that. You can see the handyman van we're all aware of. There seems to be a plague wall. So a lot of the elements from State of Decay 1 and State of Decay 2 coming into play here. Getting on the roofs of cars we know is a familiar tactic, but they really, in this ad, put a lot of emphasis on the relationships. So I would not be surprised if there are brothers and sisters, if there are lovers, if there are cousins, and things of that nature, and there's consequences for losing or benefits for gaining and finding. I'm glad there's going to be co-op mode. I'm glad we've been given no indication, and it seems all but ruled out that there won't be a PvP mode. We don't need another PvP game. Community building, relationship building, putting together a community with different skills and abilities that complement or work against one another in terms of conflicts. That's what I'm looking for. Let's just do it better. Let's expand the world. And there we see again that dinosaur keychain. Sadly, that survivor has expired. Rolling in with the upgraded car, smashing zombies, all the things we love. The characters look good, everything we see in here so far looks good. I've seen some complaints of lack of detail here and there, but this is early, and I would gladly play this game as it looks right now. It looks awesome to me. What do you think? What rumors have you heard? What have you read on their websites or seen in their streams that maybe I left out? This is very much a video about looking at it and just eyeballs to the heart, to the microphone. What do we see? What's the gut feeling? So we've ruled out some things, we've ruled in some things. We see juggernauts, we see screamers. The thing we haven't seen yet is a feral, but I'm confident we're gonna see some ferals. And there we see the trinket. I think this would be cool if there was a page somewhere in the tabs that had something representing all of your survivors. I think that would be really cool. Might just be for effect. I don't know. What have you seen? What have you heard? What do you think of State of Decay 3? No indication of when it's coming out. That part kind of stinks. But we're just going to keep waiting and watching. And I'd encourage you, check out the channel. There are so many playlists on my channel of unique ways to play State of Decay 2. It might just keep that game alive and more interesting for you until we get State of Decay 3. In my opinion, State of Decay 3 could be the coolest game of all time. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Hit subscribe, thumbs up, and let's keep gaming straight through the apocalypse.
No one is forgotten. We live on.